campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Hello there, I'm back with your 11:30 morning news, Bahar Garian. Police in Montreal say a newborn baby was abandoned Sunday night. He was found outside a Montreal South Shore house around 11 p.m. Someone rang the doorbell and fled. The occupants of the house found the baby and called 911 straight away. Officer Jacqueline Pierre says paramedics provided care for the boy at the scene. He was transported to a newborn hospital, and the officers say the boy is doing well. Even after collecting evidence, police have not found the person who allegedly abandoned the baby. Tim Hortons increases the price of their coffee. The company called the increase more than reasonable in this economy. Our reporter Clara Lonto has more on the story.
With the inflation rate rising in recent years, stores are forced to increase the prices of their goods. Tim Hortons is not an exception. After 3 years, the company confirmed in a media release Sunday that they have raised the price of their coffee items. Consumers will see an extra 3 cents on their bills. Rising costs and the ongoing U.S. tariff war is the reason for this decision. A small coffee business, Coffee Bike World, states that as the cost grows, the price will also grow. Small businesses have no leeway on this matter as they have relatively small profit margins and cannot give up more.
A U.S. federal judge has blocked President Donald Trump's administration temporarily from deploying National Guard troops from Texas and California to Portland, Oregon. The court also denied Trump's decision to deploy Oregon's own National Guard members to Portland. Portland is a Democratic-led city that is getting targeted based on the president's claims that crime is out of control, when it's really just protesters over his administration's immigration enforcement.
Portland is burning to the ground. It's insurrectionists all over the place. It's Antifa, and yet the politicians who are petrified. Look, the politicians are afraid for their lives. That's the only reason that they say, like, there's nothing happening. And you've seen it. The place is burning down.
Giselle Pellicott, a mass rape victim, returns to court on Monday to face one of her attackers. The man is one of 51 accused of attacking her. She was drugged by her husband, and these men raped her in her own family home. The defiance of Pellicott was seen as a catalyst for fighting against sexual violence. Optimism has been lowering, nevertheless, as French citizens are growing tired of their own country and town being associated with the notorious sexual assault case. Jean-Marc de Regard is her husband's lawyer, who has something to say about the husband's perspective.
He's coming into this trial scared because of the first trial. It was tumultuous outside the hearing, but he's also in a situation where his true adversary is not Giselle Pellicott, whom he deeply respects, but the man who was her husband, whom he considers a cynical man who trapped her.
North Vancouver RCMP are investigating a road rage incident resulted by a disagreement over merging. As our reporter Caleb Templeton explains, the victim suffered critical injuries from the incident.
On Saturday at around 3 p.m., North Vancouver RCMP received multiple calls of a road rage incident that occurred around Boulevard Crescent and East 21st Street in North Vancouver. It is alleged that a gray Subaru and a white Jeep were the two vehicles involved in the incident over a merging disagreement. Allegedly, the driver of the white Jeep got out of the car and was struck by the driver of the gray Subaru. Multiple people reported on the incident, and police took the alleged suspect into custody. The victim was later taken to hospital in critical condition. The alleged suspect is facing multiple charges and has been released with police conditions. Caleb Templeton, BCIT News.
Canada Post's latest strike from its workers has decided to include new offers to workers. However, the company removed a signing bonus that they say just can't be afforded anymore. The current conditions in Burnaby are mainly sunny. According to Weather Canada, the temperature is around 15 Celsius with mild winds at 8 kilometers per hour. This is Bahar Garian for BCIT's The Crow.
tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow. This is 1680 The Crow, and you're listening to our feature presentation.
I have the one and only 24-hour
Addison Ray.
Bing bang! If you see don't you find
Nothing beats a chesty holiday. And right now, you...
This is One More Scroll, how social media affects the different generations. I'm your host, Jenny Sung.
And I'm Clara Lonto. We're gonna dive into the world of doom scrolling in TikTok, the experience of different generations on this topic.
And is doom scrolling really that bad? Have you heard that TikTok audio, where it's like, Isabel Conklin doesn't want to eat a cupcake? Who are you? Have you watched this show before?
I haven't actually. That thing has just been suddenly, one day, I just have that on my For You page.
Really?
Yeah. It just popped out of nowhere, and I think I sent it. Oh, I sent it to you.
Did you?
I sent it to you, and then it pops up more.
Oh, okay. The algorithm on TikTok is crazy, because you didn't even watch the show.
No. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Do you spend a lot of time on TikTok?
I would say I used to.
Really? Not anymore?
It's still, but not as much.
Oh, are you an Instagram Reels user?
I am now.
Over TikTok?
Yes.
I feel like they're really similar though, because they're little funny short clips. I mean, they have longer clips now. For me at least, I don't know, when the YouTube videos used to be really long, I used to be able to sit through them and watch them, but now that I'm God forbid, addicted to TikTok, I feel like my attention span has gotten so bad. I get super impatient now and I can't sit through a long YouTube video.
Oh yeah. Low-key, I think me too.
Really?
I personally thought that I have higher attention span than people, but then lately I've been watching a minute video and I've been doing I fast forward.
Yeah, no, I can't sit through it anymore. I don't know, maybe that's a me problem. So I talked to a fellow Gen Zer, and his name's Sherwin, and he kind of said the exact same thing that we kind of just talked about not being able to sit through longer videos and stuff.
I physically just cannot. Why do you think there's a 2x time speed thing option on TikTok now? People are just losing their minds. They can't fully watch a video without needing it to be sped up in some way, or I just lose my patience quickly. So if I'm not entertained.
I actually have a friend that is also like that. She watched YouTube video and she has to watch it in 2 times speed. So I think this is now a universal in a way, yeah, for our generation, Actually, Jenny, I have a quick question for you. Were your parents strict with internet when you were a kid?
Honestly, my mom was a little strict. You'd be surprised. She would take my phone away all the time when I would be on it too much. Do you remember DSs and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she would take away my DS all the time, and I wouldn't have any technology. She was pretty strict about it.
For me, growing up, I only have an hour time of iPad.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I have to share it with my sister.
Oh.
And I have to hey mom, can I use the iPad? And she's yeah, sure. And every weekend or something. So I don't know, me personally though, I feel that create a good kid in a way.
Yeah.
We have a, what do you call that? Self-control. I know it, but yeah.
No, you're better than me though, because I don't have any self-control. I will spend hours and hours on TikTok and my social media. Even as a kid, never know when to stop.
What's your first social media?
Preferred social media?
Well, your first.
Oh, Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah, I was
at
a little
young age?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have been on Twitter as a kid. But hey.
Wow. Mine was Facebook, and that was under parental guidance.
Really?
It was.
Oh my god, my mom did not know I had Twitter. She knew I had Twitter, but she did not know the stuff I posted on there.
Of course. I actually talked to one of a millennial, but she have a kid. The kid is Gen Alpha. She talked to me about how she how she controls like her kids' screen time and stuff.
Okay, so my name is Erica, and I am part of the millennial generation. While I know it's a part of her generation, I'm not going to take it away from her, but I am going to teach her how to use it wisely. Because I feel like a lot of kids right now, they just get immersed in it, and they use it, they see it, it's a repetitive thing, their subconscious there's this pattern, they don't connect outside, you know, so it's about having a balanced life, and that's what I'm teaching her, which is something I don't see in a lot of like younger generations right now.
It's crazy to me when I see like young kids who are like 6 or 7 and like they're like on social media or TikTok posting these videos of them getting like Sephora hauls and spending like $300 and like using like super expensive skincare, and I'm like, go outside, touch some grass, you know, like build a sandcastle or something, you know? I don't know, I think they're growing up so quickly because like they're watching all these girls on TikTok.
Yeah, actually, going back to the millennial Erica, she actually talked about that too.
You know? No, you don't need it. And I want, at least from my end, like obviously she sees me putting makeup, and sometimes I'm like, can I put on some blush? Sorry. And I was like, yeah, take the brush. You can put a little bit of it. That's it.
These little girls at Sephora are unhinged. These children should not be going into Sephora getting retinol for their skincare routine.
I want to get the toner.
Why do you want toner?
Because it makes your skin glow.
But what is toner?
It's like you put it after your makeup.
Nope.
Oh.
Is social media really that bad, do you think?
Me personally, it does have a pros and cons, but unfortunately, I'm leaning on the cons.
Really?
Because like for someone who use it a lot, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen how like people use it negatively. So I would say it is pretty bad.
Oh.
I know some people would say it's also pretty good. I am also aware of like the pros of it, but then I will be leaning more on it's kind of bad.
To be fair, I like say it like I don't agree with you too, because it's like I take social media breaks all the time. Like I deactivate my Instagram and all that stuff. And so, I mean, I love social media personally. I'm a very big advocate for TikTok and Instagram, but I can see what you mean by like saying it can be cons too, because like I feel like the environment can get really toxic, and like you like sit there and you end up like comparing yourself and like getting fed all this negative energy and information. So I feel like it could be a little, you know, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more pro TikTok, but also I hate it. But I love it. I don't know.
You have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it's like a toxic relationship. Okay. Like it's a love-hate relationship, you know.
So we talked to a professor, a UBC psychology professor, Dr. Amori Mikami, about her take on social media.
We have done some work though also, and you know, showing that some of the concerns about TikTok is that the content really is not vetted.
Okay, so this is why I said that it's like a cons. I think it was like 2020 TikTok where it was pretty bad that I realized that it does get to me too. In a way, like my thoughts and everything is being shaped into something that I don't even recognize myself, kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like 2020 TikTok for me was like peak TikTok. I don't know. I don't know if I can back you up.
Just know that you have control over this. So if you have the urge to pick up your phone and check social media, just ask yourself, you know, why? Why do I want to do this? What do I want to do when I get on social media? Is this going to be good for my mental health? Is this the right time and place to be doing it? And, you know, if the answer is yes, then get on and go do the thing that you wanted to do. Like maybe you really want to connect with a friend or a family member who lives far away, or you really want to share some news with somebody who you care about and who cares about you. So to me, those would be good reasons to get on.
It's a little different. Like it's harder to make connections on social media now, I feel. Like Dr. Mikami said, like it depends per person, I feel like. Like obviously some people find it more like with cons, but like for me, like I don't know, I like to scroll on there when if I'm having a bad day or something. I'll just like end the day off like in bed, like bed rotting, as you would say, and just like rot away, and like it helps you forget about your problems. And like, yeah, like maybe like it kind of ties in with like what you said about like cons being like the environment is a little toxic, so maybe sometimes it makes it worse. But usually, you know, like I feel like it's a good way to unwind at the end of the day, but I guess it like really depends on everyone.
So I guess what I get from like talking to all these people is there is a good, and obviously like there's a good and bad for like social media. It's not entirely bad for sure, but then like for people who are like what do you call that? For people who are very in deep, we just have to know where our limit is.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, I have a 1 hour time limit for TikTok.
Do you actually?
I do have it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
There are times where I kind of have to like pamper myself by you know, pushing the ignore this today button, but that have been working so far for me. TikTok wise, Instagram Reels, however, I will still work on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super important that parents are looking over their kids' like screen times and stuff, especially when they're younger, because I feel like if we're a little older, like how old we are, like we can like kind of like self-control ourselves, and like we can put those limitations if we feel like we need them. But as a kid, I feel like it's super important that their activity on social media gets monitored.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're just growing up too fast, and I feel like they should be kids, you know?
Yeah. This was One More Scroll. I'm Clara Alonto.
And I'm Jenny Sung, and thanks for listening.